Hey guys, Gary from Midwest Mics here. Are you looking for a DJ for your next event? Well, call DJ Showtime, 816-260-2056. He can DJ your wedding, a special event, a bar and club event. Whether your event's large or small, DJ Showtime is your guy. He'll play music of all genres, whatever you guys want to hear, that's what he'll play. He's been DJing since 2005, lots of experience. Again, that phone number is 816-260-2056 at DJ Showtime KC34 on Twitter, DJ Showtime 3481 on Snapchat. And remember, this is Gary from Midwest Mics. Tell him that I sent you. Contact DJ Showtime, 816-260-2056. All right, everybody, I'm Gary.
This is Austin.
Well, we are Midwest Mics. Welcome into another show, another week. And we are excited tonight to be joined by Stephon Camp, Blue Valley North, about to graduate there here in a month or so, at Stephon Camp 21 on Twitter. He's here to talk about his I Can't Help Foundation. So, Stephon, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You guys, before we get into the foundation a little bit, talk a little bit about your football career. We were talking about it a little bit off show, but you guys went to back-to-back state championship games.
Yes, sir.
You won one when you were a junior.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you talk a little bit about your football career, your playing career there at Blue Valley North, and playing for Coach Sims and some of the guys you played with?
Really, it was a crazy season junior year. It was Graham Mertz came. He's my quarterback. He's at Wisconsin playing right now, and basically he was just the final piece to our puzzle that year. We already had a team. We already had athletes. We had Miles Emery, who was committed to KU. He's down at Butler right now. Nick Orr, left tackle, down at Butler. We just had some guys across the board, and we just really came together that year. When it was time to show up, we showed up, and we just won the state championship that year. Came close senior year. Lost in the last minutes of state championship. So, yeah.
Don't worry. If you want to talk bad about the officiating, you won't get fined.
Yeah.
You're good.
I don't want to get fined.
I think everybody saw it.
Yeah, not going to get fined at all.
Yeah, that video.
I know.
Man, if we would have had – Texas football, they have instant replay. But Kansas doesn't. So if we had instant replay, maybe it's another ring on my finger.
I know.
Yeah. I coached against you guys your junior year in the quarterfinal game.
Mm-hmm.
Our, SME played Blue Valley North, and you guys got the better of us that night. So, that one still stings a little bit, but, it is what it is. And, I was glad at least to say that we went on you guys went on and won the state championship. So at least we lost to, eventually the state champions. So, but yeah, you guys were a good team. You returned a bunch of guys and made another good run this year and beat a really good Olathe North team in the semifinal game.
Yeah.
They had beat us the week before, and they had some weapons. You guys, that was a pretty high scoring game.
Yeah, it was a high scoring game too. We actually I felt like this year was a more memorable year because it showed the excellence of Coach Sims, how much of a good coach he was, because we actually only had one starter return on defense. The rest of the defense played JV, and then we had, 4 starters on offense? 3?
3.
Yeah, 3 starters on offense come back, and everybody else was juniors or role players the year before. So defensively, that was the craziest number, was we had one starter return, and then we still made the run that we made. So it was a fun year for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know from experience how tough that is when you lose, 10 of 11 guys that played most of your minutes. That's tough. So, Coach Sims has done a good job over there.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure, tell us a good Coach Sims story.
Good Coach Sims story?
That you can share here.
Oh, man. Good Coach Sims story.
Maybe after a big win, big loss.
Oh, man.
Is he pretty even keel?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on how we lost. If we lost by, stupid mistakes on our part, then he's not going to be, too friendly about the loss. But I mean, he obviously wants to win every game. But he's just a great coach. He's just a coach that he's gonna make you compete every day. But I'd say probably the best Coach Sims story was we were actually coming up to work out one day in the summer, me and then like a couple of my teammates, and my car broke down on the way there.
Okay.
And Coach Sims, like, I don't know why I texted him. I just texted him, and Coach Sims just swooped us up, took us out to lunch. We just had lunch. He's like, he's a hard coach on the field. He's gonna coach you hard, but
softy off the field.
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely he definitely has a big heart off the field for sure.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, a lot of you hear a lot of the negativity around coaches now.
Yeah.
People made a big deal about Tom Izzo yelling at his guys.
Yeah.
During the basketball tournament here a few weeks ago. I know as a coach, it's okay to kind of get on your guys, but at the same time, we want you guys as athletes to know we care about more than just the on-the-field production.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's good to hear, he just scooped you guys up, took you to lunch.
Yeah.
Just kind of hung out. I mean, it's good to do those things. I try to do some of that stuff too, with my position guys at Shawnee Mission East and, just kind of hang out at times. Yep. So that's good. You also competed with the Epic 7.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
We've had Randy on the show. Coach DJ's on the show a couple times. Coach Hoover was on the show. So, all those guys involved. Talk about your Epic 7 experience and what that was like.
Well, going into my senior year of high school, Coach Sims asked me to play DB instead of running back, because I was a running back my whole life. So he asked me to play DB, and if I was like, I'm going to be playing DB, so I need to find out how to play DB. So I went to Epic tryouts, and all my coaches tell you, Coach Randy, Coach DJ Patel, they'll all tell you, when I went to tryouts, I really didn't have that much technique. It was just physicality. I was just being physical at the line, just jamming people and stuff. Ended up making the team, and it really made me a better player because Coach Rich, that's my DB trainer, he taught me pretty much the art behind DB, like the footwork, the hands and reading the hips and all that. So it really helped me a lot, and I transferred all that to my senior season. Had a pretty good senior season, let up 4 catches all year.
Go against me.
Yeah, we went against each other a lot in practice.
Okay.
He's like my kryptonite. We went, I don't know what our series. I think we ended up tying. It was like
we didn't have another practice.
Yeah, no. Coach Sims was he liked that competitive nature during practice. Like we'll be on the goal line running plays, and out of nowhere, if you're a DB, don't get caught snoozing, because he'll let him run a fade on you in the end zone and just throw it up, and you're like, oh man, he just threw a fade in the end zone.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, Coach Sims, he's just he encouraged the Epic 7 stuff. He likes guys getting out, getting more training and stuff. He's always just been the type of coach that'll coach you real hard and then love you. He'll send you a text after he gets done screaming at you, during practice, get done screaming at you for 30 minutes, shoot you a text after practice, just making sure you're all right and stuff. And so he's just that type of guy. He's always been that type of guy.
That's great. So with the Epic 7. Did you get to go to travel to some of the tournaments? What was kind of the favorite memory you have from doing that?
Oh, my favorite memory. So we went to Chicago, and I was on blue team, which was, I'd say that was our top team. Which was pretty much our top team, and it was just filled with D1 guys. Jaden Russell was over the top at safety from Aquinas. Dylan Downey at linebacker. Corden Harris was our other corner. Zach Bush was one of our guys from Shawnee Mission North. Pretty sure Isaiah Wright was there. Pretty sure. And my best memory from 7-on-7 was we went to Chicago, and the first day we're killing every team. We were 4-0 first day. And we're all in the hotel. We're getting hyped. We're like, man, this is crazy. We actually winning. We go there and people are like, y'all from Kansas City? Y'all from where? There's cows down there or something? Y'all practice on farms? We're like, what? So we played this team called FSP Elite. It was our first game of the second day, which was the championship tournament. But since we were undefeated, we could lose 2 games. So it was our first game in championship tournament. You know, we're getting a little cocky, we're getting a little arrogant, and we go up against this team from Seattle called FSP Elite, and these dudes step on the field, and every wide receiver is like 6'2". And I go up and line up against the dude, and like he's just this big bulky dude. And I'm like, man, like this is crazy right now. This dude's huge.
Yeah.
So then I can't remember his name, but he comes up to the line. He's like, yeah, bro, how many stars you got? I'm like, I don't have no stars, bro. Like he's like, you ain't got no offers? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, I'm a 5-star, like committed to Clemson or something like that. I'm like, oh man, like so he comes out. And I actually, he like caught one slant on me, and then that was it. And he was like, "Man, I can't believe like you really ain't got no offers." I'm sitting here like talking to this dude, like everybody on their team had offers. So like we ended up losing to them by like a lot because they had like just 6'5" wide receivers. They were just running fades and just throwing it up. Like it was crazy. That was probably the most crazy, humbling game we had. Playing in the tournaments. Then we also went to the Hall of Fame tournament up in Canton, Ohio. That was a fun tournament. It was raining a lot though, so it was real wet. But yeah, it was definitely fun. Like it was just memorable. I got very close with my coaches there, my Epic 7 coaches. Like I still talk to Coach Randy pretty much weekly. Coach Rich, that's my trainer. So. Yeah, it's just you just make some connections that just don't break. Coach DJ's like a dad to me, so it's just great connections.
He actually just got the job at KC Central.
Yeah. He told us that we was excited for that.
Just now, I don't even know if they've done the press conference yet, but I talked to him the other day. But yeah, so I mean that's awesome that you got to take those trips,
right?
And represent Kansas City football because I think another big part of the Epic 7 program is getting people outside of Kansas City to realize we got kids that can compete.
Yes.
We have kids that can play.
Right.
With these guys. And I mean, I think it was remarkable. You're covering a 5-star receiver, and really that's your first experience as a defensive back.
Yeah, that was our first tournament.
You've been practicing for just a number of weeks. And this guy's probably been doing that his whole life.
Right.
It's been like a common theme we've seen, especially talking to like the A10 varsity guys. We had them on. It was like Kansas City gets overlooked.
Oh yes, for sure.
And as bad as we got some good athletes down here, right?
Right.
And so it's just St. Louis doesn't, but just for some reason we do. So it's kind of cool to see a team like you guys go up and play with those dudes and try to put KC on the map.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of good athletes down here. We talked about on the show a lot. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Mizzou likes to recruit a lot out of St. Louis. They're heavy on St. Louis.
Yeah.
And then KU did a good job this year picking up in-state talent. They got Dylan Downing from EA's, Jaden Russell, Amari Pesci-Hickson from my school, our running back. He was initially committed to Michigan, flipped his commitment. So KU's going to be very good in a couple years.
Cool. That's good to see.
Yeah,
we talk about that too. Where like man, why doesn't Kansas recruit local? Like that's what they should do.
Yeah.
I mean, the previous staff, it drove me nuts. Just the fact that both of our schools really are within 30 minutes of KU,
right?
And I mean, I'm just like looking at their roster and I'm not seeing kids from Kansas City.
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
I mean, because I know the time I've been at East, and in the Sunflower League and in your guys' league. I've coached against and coached kids that could play at the University of Kansas. Right. And they can't tell me, oh, that kid can't play here. Well, you guys are freaking 2 and
I was going to say,
50.
You suck.
So you can't tell me this kid can't come play for you.
Right.
That I'm coaching against and watch on film or that I'm currently coaching. So, I mean, I was glad to see them sign some of those local guys this year. But hopefully through the Epic 7 program and now we have an Empire 7-on-7 team and a couple more that I've heard are possibly going to sprout up. So, I mean, just hopefully that helps our Kansas City talent, continue to grow.
Yeah, it was a good plan for Epic. It's just like you're going to get better either way it goes because when you're going up against – you're playing with the best in your city every week. You're going up against them in practice practice every week. I'm going up against Billy Conaway, from Cheyenne Mission North, just big physical wide receiver. Him and just Luke Grimm out of Ray Peck, extremely athletic. Just so when you're going up against good talent, you surround yourself by good talent, and y'all work